Well, Arthur, you snapped a two-game losing streak to get a point, but it also really felt like you could have easily taken something away from this game. What are your emotions after that?
Yeah, it was a good performance. First of all, I thought it was a really good performance, especially the first half. Created some really good chances. Jamie Young kept them in the game probably early. They scored a great goal, to be honest. Okay, we can defend that side. We're getting caught a little bit on that side in the first half as well, but they scored a great goal. So did we. We had a great response. I was pleased with the response. I felt even when we conceded that goal, I could just see a shift in the mentality of how they responded to it. And that's what really pleased me, to be honest, that we didn't drop our heads because we haven't had the easiest of times. And, we could have had more, and the win played a part. I think the second half was a lot scrappier because, it was just difficult to get any speed on the ball going up against the wind, and also press as aggressively. And they had a couple of good chances as well. So a fair reflection of the game, and I think it's a positive step for this group today.
Well, you mentioned go through some tough times after Daniel Steins scores an absolute perler, but the first thing he does is he runs straight over to the bench to celebrate. Players don't often normally do that unless there's been a bit of challenging times. Does that show where this group is, that they're all rallying together?
The group's actually great to work with, to be honest. I don't know, it's really easy when you're losing games to think that somehow there's something wrong within a group. It's actually not the case, to be honest. The group, in terms of the way they go about training and being together, there's some really strong bonds in that team. I think what's important is that it also translates to how well they get along off the field, to also being able to do that on the field. And like I said, we conceded that goal, and it's really easy to drop your head. You're away from home, you're in Ballarat, and I didn't see that. And I really have seen that, to be honest. We haven't got the other side right, which is go and score a goal and get back in the game. You can create a lot of chances. If you don't score a goal, you lose that little bit of belief and momentum. And today we didn't. And like I said, it was a decent performance to come out of here and definitely take something back home and something to build on.
And Daniel as well, his performance, he's got the goal, the Luca Toni celebration as well. But what did you make of his entire performance?
He's growing, like I've said it from the start. A super intelligent kid, reads the space really well, and he has that last part. He's contributed in that part of the ground considerably without a lot of opportunity. So I think what's Daniel's challenge is to back that up and make that a big part of his game weekly, and also focus on the details around, just outside the box as well, the way you defend and the positioning you take. But, like I said, I'm really pleased for Daniel because he's working hard and he wants to get better.
And in terms of the way you set the boys up today, a bit of a different shape than what we've seen, a few players in a few different positions on the pitch. What were you trying to accomplish?
Look, at the moment we're just creating a different focus point because, like I said, we haven't got the outcomes that we wanted to in a lot of the games, and we're trying to get some connection closer to Becca and create some differences in the spaces we're using, and it causes a different problem possibly for the opponent because we have been very consistent since I came here with the type of formation we play and the way we move, and like I said, there's been some really promising signs. To be honest, against Macarthur last week, I thought the first half was just as good, if not better, without the outcomes as well. So they're working hard, and our job is to try get them to be the best they can be. And like I said, we haven't had the best run, but we're 3 points outside the 6, almost at the midpoint of the season, and I just think there's a hell of a lot of growth to come.
And any injuries or fitness concerns to come out of today?
No, it doesn't look like it. I mean, we had a few out today. I mean, obviously, we had Mark Natter out, who's played a lot, Brandon O'Neill out, Callum Timmins out. It was touch and go to play Reno at all, and he came on and gave us a little spark. But, when we've got this kind of squad, we really got to make sure that our best players are on the park. So in the end, I don't think there's any others in the casualty ward, which is positive. And, we'll have a really tough game again next week at home, and we'll put on a good performance.
Expect any of those boys back for that game next week?
I expect all of them back actually next week. So, that's the hope, and that will give us some headaches because the boys that played today and the group that went out there, the whole group, acquitted themselves really well. And, that competition is healthy. All right, thanks.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.